In the pursuit of passive income, one of the fastest or one of the best ways to grow a passive income is in the stock market. Now, how do you build if you're buying a stock and it grows up in value, how's that building a passive income? There's something called dividend stocks, and I love dividend stocks. In fact, one of the funnest things for me to invest in the stock market are dividend paying stocks. There's some rules, there's some things to watch out for, and I'm going to share with you my portfolio that I'm growing right now. I'm going to grow a portfolio to hopefully get to the point where it's paying me thousands of dollars a month. And if you build it right and you build it consistently, you can build a great portfolio. I'm going to share with you my portfolio at the end, but I want to share with you a little bit about why it's so powerful to build a dividend paying portfolio. My name is Cluff. I'm a former financial advisor turned financial coach, and I absolutely love helping people turn their income into wealth and build a massive bank account. One of the things that I would suggest, and if you're going to build a dividend portfolio, is start with companies that you already know. Now, how do you know if that company is a dividend paying company? Well, that's where you do a little bit of research and you find out a few things. And so I'm going to share with you some of the tools that I use to research some of the stocks that I'm looking at and why. And then I'm going to share with you some of the portfolios and the choices that I make and what I'm kind of looking for. So I'm going to share with you my portfolio as well as what I do to kind of do a little bit of analysis to make sure that I'm picking the right things and putting them in my portfolio. So let me share my screen here with you so that you can see what I'm talking about. Okay, so this is my Seeking Alpha account. And this is my M1 Finance portfolio. M1 Finance is the app that I use for building kind of my long-term growth. If I want to do options trading and other things, I'll use Robinhood or Webull for that. But I use M1 Finance for my solid, just long-term stuff. It's got a great high yield savings account, and it's attached to the market where you can pick and do some great things. So M1 Finance is, and I'll share with you my M1 Finance in a minute. So M1 Finance, so Seeking Alpha is a great way for you to do some research. And so what I do is I actually came over here and I created these saved screens. So you can get in there and you can actually do a search. It's called a screen. And you do a search for the different kinds of things that you were looking for. So I did a search for dividend picks. So I wanted to pick some of the best dividend stocks that they offered. And so here's what I chose. And here's kind of what I did. What I'm looking for is, first of all, I'm looking for consecutive years paid. This is how many years have they paid a dividend. So, in this particular example, GPC has paid a dividend for 69 years. That is a pretty good indicator. If they've done it for 69 years, they did it through the 2020 issue with the economic issues there. They did it in 2008 with the economic issues there. They've been paying a dividend for a long time. So this would be one to put on your watch list, or at least think about. And the yield is 3.6. That's better than most high yield savings accounts right now. So that means that it's going to pay you 3.6%. Every share that you own is going to pay you 3.6% of the value of that share as a dividend every year. Now, what happens is they pay out every quarter. So they pay out quarterly. So what I do is when I look at a stock, I want to pick different stocks that pay different quarters. So you can have a stock that pays January, April, August, and December, and then you can have one that pays February, May, August, and November. Sorry, earlier I said August, I meant July. And then you can have another one that pays on March, June, September, and December. So those are the three. Every quarter. So every 3 months it'll pay. So if you want to have a good consistent income, you want to pick stocks I think that you should pick stocks, maybe one that pays every January, another one that pays every February, another one that pays every March, every April, May, June, July, all the way, so that you have something coming in every month on a regular basis from your dividend paying stocks. Now, what is a dividend? A dividend is you as a part owner. So you're basically, when you buy a share of a company, when you buy a stock, you own a share of a company, and that means you have an ownership interest in that company. And so if the company does well and they have profits, then they want to share those profits with the shareholders. And so you actually you own a business. When you own stock, you own a business, and when you own a business, you get to participate in the proceeds. Now, some companies pay higher. So for example, this yield forward here, some of these companies, as you can see, this one pays 18% right now. And they paid it for 18 years. And they paid it for the years of growth, meaning the last 4 years, they've actually increased their their dividend every year to give you more money. So it's like getting a pay raise because they increase the pay raise. Now, I prefer to work with companies that are going to be longer than 4 years. This consecutive payment years of 18 years is really good, and that's something to look for. 18% yield is really good, but the quant rating, and this is Seeking Alpha's like rating. What they do is they look at different algorithms, and they make sure that the stocks are doing what it's supposed to do, and then they make sure that they pick that. They give you a score from 0, I believe, to 5. So a 3.1 is in the middle, on the high end of the middle. 4.88 is super good. So this one would be something to look at. 13% dividend. They've been paying for 11 years. They've had 4 years of growth. Personally, that's another thing that I want to look at is what industry it's in and some of those other things like that. So that's kind of what I do. If you're interested in getting a Seeking Alpha account, hit me up at paris@pariscluff.com, and we'll see if I can send you over a link. The other one that I look at and that I really like is called the Dividend Tracker. And if you want to get involved with this one is really good as well. I like it. It keeps track. It gives me the opportunity to kind of look at all of my portfolios in one place. My dashboard, it gives me my dividend yield, total, yield on cost, February income, and then my annual income so far as I've built right now. So right now I have my dividend portfolio is about $585 a year. I want to grow that to $1,000 a year, $100 a month, $1,000 a month, etc. So this gives you the ability to look at the different sectors, how you're diversified, different holdings that you have. It's really good. So you can also create a portfolio goal. So my portfolio goal, I can't see this here because of the dark mode, but total dividend income. My goal right now, my first goal is to get to $1,000 a year. And so my total dividend income is at 577, according to this particular part of the program. So I have a goal. I'm just over halfway to my goal. So I'm going to start really building towards the goal. I'm going to be adding a few things I've had on my watch list for a little while. I'm going to be adding a few things to my portfolio soon. So I'm hoping that you'll be able to watch me as I build this thing. I'm going to share with you updates, probably do updates every quarter on my dividend portfolio. And so this is really a neat program. Go to pariscluff.com/dividend. If you want to sign up for this, there's a free version and a paid for version. The paid for version gives you way more stuff, way more research. You can come in here, you can go into your payout calculator, calendar, so you can see what's paying when and what months things are paying, what your average payments are per month. There's even ideas where it says, okay, let's give you some ideas and some tips and tricks on different things. It gives a dividend grade. So Apple's dividend grade is 88, 91, 100 is the best, and 1 or 0 maybe is the worst. So this gives you a grade based on how strong the company is, how often they pay, what their growth rates are, what the likelihood that they're going to continue to pay. And so it's really a good portfolio or program here. I'm going to now show you, hopefully, my M1 Finance account. Let me log in here real quickly and I'll be right back. Okay, so this is my M1 Finance portfolio. If you want to get M1 Finance, or if you're looking for an app, place to invest, M1 Finance has a great high yield savings account, and it has a fantastic way to invest. And I'm going to show you how it works here today. If you want to know more, we both get a little bit of a cash bonus prize or something. If you open an account and establish your first trade, we both get to have, a couple bucks that they give us. So if you want to do that, go to pariscluff.com/M1. So pariscluff.com/M1 to join that. I'll put a link in the description below as well. Where do you invest? Do you do Robinhood? Do you do Webull? Do you do Moo? Do you do M1? There's a ton of other apps out there, I'm sure. But where do you invest in your stock portfolio? Do you use the traditional Vanguard or Fidelity or Charles or any of those other T. Rowe, any of those other ones? Or are you using a fintech app like this? I also have a Robinhood account and a Webull account, but the bulk of my investments for long-term stuff, passive income, is going to be here in the M1 Finance. So M1 Finance, what they do is they give you a pie, and they call it a pie, and each pie has a piece to the pie. So I have 4 slices in my pie right now, in my overall portfolio pie. One is growth stocks, the other is indexes, dividend ETFs, and then dividend stocks. So this dividend stocks is my individual dividend stocks. So Right now, I'm looking at, I only have two in there right now. O, which is a huge, like common, a lot of people have O. It's very well respected, very common to find in someone's portfolio. Verizon, I just figured, I have a cell phone and I'm going to go ahead and invest in the same place that I'm using my cell phone. They actually pay a really high dividend. So I'm going to show you here. Right now, their dividend yield is 5.75%. As you can see, I hope you can see that here. 5.75 is the dividend yield. So that's almost 6%. And they have a growth rate as well that's really good. So let me show you actually over here. I can show you my M1 Finance account, and I can show you my Verizon. If you look under the dividends here, that you can see that they've had dividend growth for 21 years. So 21 years, they've been growing their dividend payment. So right now it's 5.75. They pay 71 cents a share. And this is growing. So you get a raise. For the last 21 years, they've given their shareholders a raise. That's a powerful way to do business. And I think that's a great way for you to invest. Especially one of the things that not a lot of people realize or have realized is that the return in the market has been accentuated. Some of the reason why the return is so good in the market is because the dividends that are paid out, in the indexes, once those dividends pay out and those dividends are reinvested, that actually accounts for a significant part of the return. So my goal here is to actually add a couple of stocks to this particular slice in this portfolio. So what you do here is you go into, this is my portfolio, and I want to edit it, and I want to add a slice. One of the slices that I want to add is another real estate company called Main Street Capital. They have a really good return, and they're doing a really good thing. So I'm going to add that to the basket, which means that I'm going to add it to my account. Another one that I want to add is HPQ, which is Hewlett Packard. HP has been doing really well and have a great return so far. Another one I want to add is T. Rowe Price. T. Rowe Price, huge company, huge, well respected, a lot of great returns there. That's exactly what I want. So you add them here. Now I got to go pick a percentage of what I want as to be a percentage of my thing. So what I'm going to do here is I'm probably just going to have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 stocks. What's neat about Verizon is that Verizon pays, okay, so Hewlett Packard pays January, March, July, and October. Verizon pays February, May, August, and November. And T. Rowe Price pays March, June, September, and December. And Maine and O pay every month. So this is going to give me the ability to really grow, have some kind of income every month from each of my portfolio holdings here. So I'm going to put this all at 20% here. Oops. Because it has to be an even 100. So I'm going to give each one of them 20% so far. And then I'm going to hit save. And then I'm going to hit confirm. And we're going to see how that does for my portfolio over time. So my dividend stocks now, this is what it looks like. Right now I have, the next time I put money in there, it's going to automatically buy some Main, HP, and T. Rowe, and it's going to give me the ability to start building this portfolio and growing this portfolio. And over time, this will be even, and it'll give it, right now I'm overweighted in Realty and Verizon because I just changed the percentages. But this is how you invest in M1 Finance and how you build a portfolio there. So I'm really excited to grow my account and grow my portfolio and hopefully get to $1,000 a year. Then my goal is to have $100 a month coming in, and that's just going to be reinvested right back into the portfolio. So it's basically going to be feeding itself. I'm going to be building a portfolio with the portfolio proceeds from the portfolio. So it's kind of a cool way to do that. So right now, I hope that you got a lot out of this video. I hope that you figured out what you can do to build a dividend paying portfolio and give yourself some good rates of return and give yourself some good, passive income that can grow over time for you. The more money you put into these dividend portfolios, the more money it's going to start to spit back at you. If you build couple million dollars of portfolio over time, or a couple $100,000 over time, that's going to be a significant passive income just coming in. And hopefully you can get to the point where it's paying your bills so that you can become work optional. That's just one way to build passive income, is through dividend investing. If you missed the last video that I produced where I talk about the importance of time freedom and why financial freedom really means time freedom, and why the video that I'm doing today is about passive income, which gives you that time freedom back, you're going to want to watch that video right here. Make sure that you take time every day to turn your income into wealth and build a massive bank account. We'll see you on the next one.